Hello, I'm 𝒂𝓃𝓈𝓒𝑒, the creator of the software called Meowse. This was not planned, this was not necessary, this was not approved by any adult. Yet, here we are. So what is Meowse? Meowse is a software that lets you control your computer using your hand instead of a mouse. Why? I do not know, to be honest. I really do not know. I woke up some days ago and decided what if I made my computer more uncomfortable, and then spent multiple nights refusing to sleep. Does it solve any real-world problem? Absolutely not. It will not do that. Does it introduce several new problems? Yes, many on purpose, and I know it because I coded it. If you're somehow convinced this is intuitive, I'm equally concerned and impressed. Now the part where I pretend I knew what I was doing. Meowse is written in Python, which means the entire application is held together by hope, indentation, and fear. So first of all, OpenCV turns on your webcam and starts watching you without blinking. It knows where you live, it knows what you do, it knows everything you can possibly imagine of. Please don't sue me, it does not do any of that. Then MediaPipe is used to identify your hand by breaking it down into 21 different points, which is way more attention than my hand deserves. At this stage, Meowse knows these three key things: where your fingers are, how they're moving, and probably your secrets. Your index finger controls the mouse cursor. When your thumb and index finger touch, that's a click. Unless it is not, because lighting exists. When you make a fist, Meowse assumes aggression and double clicks out of self-defense. Scrolling is done by a finger movement, which sometimes works perfectly and sometimes scrolls up at the top because of existential crisis. To prevent the cursor from vibrating, I just added smoothing algorithms. You can check it in the source code, which I fully copied from the internet and then pretended to understand. Mouse control is handled by 𝒑𝒽-𝒺, which blindly trusts my code more than it should. The UI is built using 𝒃, but I slapped 𝒃𝑒𝓈𝓉𝓊𝓇𝑒 on top so it looks modern and distracts you from the fact that it might crash. Everything runs in separate threads so the app does not freeze even though mentally I did. Finally, I turned this entire situation into a 𝑤indows𝑒𝑥𝑒. Which was a terrible idea that somehow worked. I will now attempt to demonstrate Meowse live. If it works, please clap, and if it does not, this is a conceptual demo. Now to the part of running my app. You first need to get this Meowse.msi, which you can get it from the place where I linked it to. Then just double-click on it. Click on Next. Choose the place where you want to install it. In my case, it is Program Files, 𝒂𝓃𝓈𝓒𝑒, and Meowse. Then click on Next. Now, just click on Install. Now just click the Finish button. On the desktop, you would have the installed file, and also in the Start menu. As you can see, we have Meowse here. Just double-click on the program file. Now once the app has opened, just click on Start. Now it should start detecting any hands if there are any hands. For this preview, I would turn on the camera preview. And once my hand comes into the view, you can see it is properly functioning somehow. So let me just click on About and Licenses. And as here you can see, I have it all done. Thank you for watching the tutorial, and now you can use my product.